everybody, so Saturday again. Whew, pretty toasty out there today, although I think it's supposed to get a lot cooler tomorrow, so trying to make the most of the toasty day. Tony just said he was going to go out for a bike ride this afternoon. He sometimes takes Caleb with him on kind of little rides, kind of relaxed rides, but Tony does kind of workout rides, I would say, about 15 miles I think in his kind of hour or so out from the house. So I think he's going to go and do that this afternoon while the weather's so nice, because tomorrow is probably going to be a day where we want to be inside playing board games or something, because it's supposed to be like I think, half drop in temperature. I think it's supposed to go from 20 something today. I think it was 23 when I was just driving home, to I think about 10 tomorrow, or perhaps even less. So make the most of the day today. So I've just come back from grocery shopping, went to the Aldi and Sainsbury combo today. I spent £62 at Aldi and £17 at Sainsbury. The only thing I couldn't get that I needed was some vanilla, either essence, extract, bean paste, any kind of vanilla, but they had none. I'm going to have to try and find that somewhere because I've got a cake to make this week. So yeah, other than that, I got everything that I needed. So I will turn you around. I'll show you what I did get, and then I'll show you our meal plan for the week ahead. So there is the sweep of everything I got. The only other thing it wasn't really a grocery thing, but I wanted some potting soil just to pot up some plants. I bought some sweet peas from one of the local plant growers, which I love sweet peas. And some herb plants as well, and there is no potting soil anywhere, so I think just everybody's gone mad planting and growing things, and now there's none left. So not quite sure what I'm going to do. I think they'll be fine in their little pots for a couple more days, but I'm going to have to track down, maybe, I think I heard that garden centres were going to be allowed to open next week, so once garden centres open I should be able to get a bag of potting soil. So, only non-food item I got this week was another big bag of the birdseed. That lasted us 2 weeks, or lasted them 2 weeks, so I've grabbed another one of those. Some wraps, our normal 50-50 loaf, and some of the bake-at-home baguettes. I just want to use these to have some crusty bread with one of our meals this week, so I'll bake them and then cut them into nice little kind of roll sizes. Crisps, I got ready salted and salt and vinegar, as those are the two preferred flavours at this house. A bottle of lemon lime crush, which is the Sainsbury version of 7-Up and Sprite. I want to use that, have it as a drink, but also I want to use it I'm making a lemon and lime pound cake that uses 7-Up in it, so I'm going to use some for that. And then I also got some pink lemonade. Caleb asked if we could have some pink lemonade. He's not a fizzy drink, so he doesn't drink Coke and stuff like that. He does occasionally have a Fanta or an Orange Tango if we go out for something to eat, like if we get a fast food or a takeaway. He might have that, but he's not really a fizzy drink fan. But I had some pink lemonade Lucozade earlier in the week, and he asked if he could try pink lemonade, so I've got some. If he doesn't drink it, I will. And then I got a pack of the fruity water, the apple and raspberry bottles, and then I've got some pineapple juice, which I need to make a sauce for dinner tonight actually, and then we can use the rest to make some I don't know, rum and pineapple cocktails or something. And we haven't had much to drink. We don't drink a lot in this house anyway. Our drinks cupboard just grows every year. It doesn't really shrink. Most of the wine that I use in cooking, and we just don't drink a lot. But I'm feeling like with this lockdown continuing, it would be nice to have a couple of cocktails. So might use the rest of that and the rest of that and put something together with some of the spirits that we have in the cupboard. A little bottle of lemon juice. Caleb's been having pancakes at least once a week so far for breakfast or as a little lunch extra, and he loves lemon juice on his pancakes. They actually had long grain rice back in this week, so I grabbed a bag. I don't have any, so I did need a bag, although we've been using the pouches, and I grabbed one pouch as well. Some curry powder and some sweet and sour sauce. Biscuits, I got milk chocolate digestives, cookies and cream, the racer bars and shortbread fingers, and then a pack of the Lion's jam tea cakes, which are just like the Tunnocks ones really, except these have jam in and the Tunnocks ones don't, I don't think. Now I can't remember. But I love these, and I don't know if anybody else in the house likes them, but there's 16 there, so that will last me a couple of weeks in the hope that nobody else eats any. Some poppadoms, as we're having a curry one night this week, some caster sugar and some icing sugar, and some brown sugar. They only had the big bags of brown sugar. I usually buy them in small bags so it doesn't go hard, but that's fine. We will use that. 2 cans of the meatballs, as Caleb's quite enjoying having those as a lunch. 2 jars of salsa, a medium and a hot, or a mild and a hot. A semi-skim milk and an apple juice. 2 cartons of ricotta. Now I had ricotta on my list, but I hadn't put how much I needed, and I couldn't for the life of me think what I needed it for. So if I've got too much, I will just flavour up some ricotta and use it almost like a cream replacement, or make like a cheesecakey kind of flavour from it. But if I need both tubs for whatever I needed it for, then I've got plenty. Some smoothies for Caleb, some cream cheese, ham and sliced cheese for ham and cheese toasties, which are a popular lunchtime meal at this house at the moment. Sour cream, some grated cheese and a big block of cheese. So I buy the grated just because it's easy, but then I have a block of cheese in the fridge for if I want to do some slices of cheese, or cheese on a salad or something like that. But also when this is done, I just grate up whatever's left of this. Some Ice Blitz lollies. He's still got a couple of cones in the freezer, I think. 2-bit yogurts and some of those mac and cheese bites, which are one of Caleb's favourite little snacks. And as I was in Sainsbury's in the freezer area, I spotted them and thought those would make a nice little, again, a lunchtime treat for him. A block of butter and some pepperami. These were reduced this week at Sainsbury's. He doesn't like the Aldi version of these. It's one of the few things he doesn't like. That's kind of the alternative version. But these were £1.50, I think, for 5, and they're normally £2.50, I think. So I got some while they had them in. Some peas. We didn't need any extra veg this week. Some Cumberland sausage, a turkey mince, some chipolatas to have with Brinner, which we've got one day this week, and then the rest of the sausages can just be used for lunchtime snacks. I wanted some chorizo to make. I'm making a chicken and chorizo jambalaya, so a rice dish, one day this week. And I was going to get normal chorizo, but then I spotted these in Aldi, the chorizo style chipolata. So it's not quite the same, but I thought it would then make it a bit more kind of the meaty side of the sausage of the chorizo rather than just the flavour. And it will add, I won't need to put as much chicken in. A side of salmon, that always adds, these are £6, but this works perfectly for us when we're using salmon. I actually need it for a sort of a pie, not quite a pie, a bake this week, so I will be chopping it up. But if I'm doing salmon fillets, this is much easier to just cut into, a larger fillet for Toney, medium size for me, and a smaller one for Caleb. So that works perfectly rather than buying the little thin fillets. But that is £6. So considering that was £6, the fact that I spent 62 at Aldi was quite good, really. Tonight I'm having a dish that uses chicken tenders or chicken mini fillets, and I would normally have got the raw chicken ones, coated them and fried them, but then I spotted these, which are tempura chicken mini fillets, and they are going to be perfect. That's exactly how I would have tried to cook mine, with some corn flour coating. And I thought, rather than put on the pan and frying up chicken on a warm day like this, I can just use these. So I got 2 packages of those so that there's plenty. Some mint for Licky, white potatoes. Now last week's potatoes were awful. Every single potato that I peeled had black bits in it, and it was horrible. Trying to get enough potato to make roast potatoes and mashed potatoes this week was a bit of a nightmare. So I'm hoping these ones are slightly better, but we'll see. Some onions, a pack of 3 peppers, a cucumber, some mushrooms, salad tomatoes, kale for Licky, a bistro salad or baby leaf salad, which was half off, a head of broccoli, some of this baby corn. Now, Licky used to love this. When we first had him, it was his favourite treat, and then he just stopped eating it. Probably 6 months ago, he just stopped, wouldn't eat it at all. He put it in his cage and he had no interest in it. So I've got some in the hope that he might have have developed a taste back for it again. And if he doesn't, then Caleb quite likes these, so I can use them, and I can put some in the stir fry that we're having tonight as well. A pot of strawberries, some lemons, 2 limes, those are for the lemon and lime cake, spring onions, a bag of sweet and crunchy stir fry, and some curly leaf parsley. I do still have apples and bananas fruit wise, and I've got some frozen berries and frozen fruits that I found in the freezer, so that I need to use those up with cereal and stuff this week. So that was the haul. Looking at our menu, tonight we're going to have Asian lemon chicken tenders, and as I said, I'll just be using those tempura mini fillets rather than making my own. We're going to have that with rice and the stir fry veg, and I'm going to use the sweet and sour, little sachet of sweet and sour sauce to give some flavour to that, along with some soy sauce. Tomorrow, because we had our roast dinner Friday night, we're going to have brinner tomorrow. The chicken and chorizo jambalaya on Monday. Tuesday, the salmon and broccoli potato bake. Wednesday, I'm going to do a slow cooker chicken curry with rice and poppadoms. Thursday, saucy sausage pasta with crusty bread. And then on Friday, I'm going to make a taco lasagna. So it's just like a normal lasagna, using lasagna noodles, not using tortillas. There is a version that uses tortillas instead, but I will still use the pasta, but with like taco seasoned meat in it rather than Italian seasoned. So that's the plan for the week ahead. You can see I'm going to make that 7-Up lemon and lime pound cake tomorrow. If I can track down some vanilla. I'm thinking the village shop might have some vanilla. I'll pop down there later and see. But that's our plan for the week. So thank you for joining us for this grocery haul, and we look forward to seeing you right back here on the SeeSaw soon.